The call is sounding. One last opportunity. The last call is upon us as a human collective. We are at a choice point to be able to choose a higher frequency as an earth realm as a whole. And you, as a being of light, are leading the way. Hello, everyone. My name is Ruth. We are going to be looking at the Schumann Resonance today. We're going to be looking at the 5D Earth. We're going to be looking at a great frequency shift that's changing our current reality as we know it. And something that's changed, especially during this time, has been that the light worker, the person of light, is now leading the way. We are setting the vibration, and Earth is going with us. And there are people that will either be left behind or will deliberately choose to be left behind. They're going to go into a lower frequency. They're going to go into a time of turmoil, a time of chaos, a time of struggle. Just like the being of light once was the one that was the underdog, the person of light, the spiritually awakened person. We were the ones that actually were hindered. We couldn't get our finances in order. We couldn't find our abundance. We couldn't find our soul purpose. We were constantly at odds with our family and felt like the odd one out. Well, now humanity is going to be looking at you as the person of light and saying, why do you have it all together? Why are you fulfilling your passion? Why is everything turning out for you? How can I have your peace? How can I have the happiness and the joy that you have? How can I be in a place where the universe supports me like it's supporting you? And to me, this is amazing. It's amazing that the tables have turned and the light being, the person of light, is now setting the tone for the entire human collective. So I am excited for this reading. Stay tuned, everyone. Yes, we have 4 more days until the Break the Curse webinar. So join me on my membership here. I am doing a clear the subconscious blocks, the programs, and anything that you might feel you've been cursed at. I am bringing up some spiritual techniques from Gay Hendricks, and then also from some of my techniques with the Deliverance Minister. We will not have a public live this Sunday. Instead, we're only going to have this private live. All right, and I want to go ahead and practice shutting off one of my channels because I might start on YouTube, but then finish on. Yep, and it works. All right. So welcome in, everyone. Yes, Break the Curse. Just ate a whole pizza, Richard says. Now feeling the guilt. I ate a whole pizza last week. Listen, I didn't eat all the crust, but I ate all the good parts. Listen, it sometimes is just feeling good. Okay, I'm going to be talking about a blackout that happened actually on the Schumann Resonance, 60 hours of blackout. What are the intuitives saying about that? We can go ahead and do a card pull reading on why is the earth. First of all, it spiked to 100 hertz last week and then it blacked out. The scientists could see the Schumann Resonance on their instruments, but it was not streaming to the public vision. 60 hours of a blackout, and that is Earth's frequency. I'll share that here in a moment. But first, let's get started. I have to bring out this little prayer because if I don't, your comments will get deleted if you mention anything of importance. So go ahead, take some time to go get your favorite water, to get your lemon water, your apple cider vinegar. Take some time to go and get yourself your health hydration drink, your favorite tea or whatever that is. And I'm going to set the stage. We're going to clear out all influences from the matrix, and then we're going to pull cards on this great frequency shift. All beings, thought forms, entities, technologies, and artificial intelligences that do not have our highest good and the highest good of all life on earth, and that are not in the service to the one true source of all creation, the great I am, and the technology you use, such as nanodust, smart dust, black goo, tracers, trackers, implants, blockers, algorithms, operating systems, and all else, not for the highest good of humanity, we command you to leave this live stream, to leave this channel, to leave our digital products, our digital equipment, to leave our bodies, minds, and energy fields once and for all. Go to the abyss and never torment again. Your contracts are null and void, and all empty space left by these forces are now filled with the light of Christ, the power of Holy Spirit, and the divine love of all that is true and holy. We invite truth and clarity into the space with healing and liberty for all. It is so. And only since I started saying this prayer did comments actually stop getting deleted. So I do believe every time we say it, something beautiful happens because we're setting the intention. So I asked Spirit before I came on here. I says, what do you want to say? 3 cards came up. 4 of water, an offer, an approach, an opportunity. The love card, this is the 6, which represents civilizations. It represents humanity trying to find their peace, their ascension, their progress, and their evolution. And then we have leaving something behind and moving something forward. And I heard the words, it's the last call for humanity. And it's not so much just a do, but it's like a doorway, a window, an opportunity, a space where time has sort of come together. It's like all timelines have just they've been going in and out for the last few years, okay? And in these last few months, the timelines have been slowly separating and leaving, okay? We start seeing the shifts. We're leaving behind toxic relationships. We're leaving behind jobs that aren't suiting us. We're getting a vision for our purpose and where we want to go in life. Opportunities are opening up. We see the timelines begin solidifying into where we want to go. And then all of a sudden, the timelines converge and everyone you left behind comes closer, and every situation you thought you would overcome, you have to face it one more time, and every little thing and everything comes closer. And what Spirit showed me is that when the timelines come together, it's an opportunity for those that are a little bit more behind, for those that might have more trauma, they might have more substance abuse, they might have more difficulty reaching forward. It's like the time has come and they're given one chance close to our frequency, who's ascending. They're coming in contact with our frequency, which is an opportunity for us to pull them up higher. So this is the last call, not for the light worker, not for the person who's chosen, not for the being of light, not for the starseed, the soul of goodness and joy. But this is for those who have been really struggling. And Spirit is setting a space and bringing many of them close to us so that they can feel our vibration and be given a last chance of hope. Now, does this mean they'll never have a chance again? No. But their chance might not be the same chance. It might not be the same chance with you. It might not be with you as the one guiding them. So I'm seeing this as a 2 to 3 week period. I'm seeing it throughout the eclipse season. This eclipse season is one lunar eclipse on September 7th and one solar eclipse on September 21st. And I'll do videos on that, but it's a shake-up point where everybody who's been on the fence will have a chance to choose. And that's what I feel Spirit's main message is today, is something's happening to give us the space to bring those with us up to a higher vibration. Marie, happy Wednesday, my love. Calamity Jane, yes, Starseed. We are in the conjunction of the moon and Mars starting today unto the 31st. Wow. So the moon, I'm not an expert in astrology, okay? But from what I know is moon represents our subconscious. It represents our emotions. It represents any stuck energy that we might have. And Mars represents masculine energy, action, boundary setting, protection. So it's almost going to be like a revelation of where in our life we need to set more boundaries or help people set boundaries, where in our life is going to help cleanse and heal and take action toward healing anything emotionally and subconsciously. Okay. But that is just my personal opinion from what I know about the moon and Mars. Go ahead and check out an astrologer for more details. But that is a conjunction is usually a point where you have to make a no, that's when they're side by side. The moon and Mars are side by side. So they're supporting each other. Our masculine energy will be supporting anyone that might have trauma or any of our trauma, any of our unhealedness, any of our emotions that need to be balanced. We're going to be supported to take action. Wow. Okay. Let's get on to the Schumann Resonance. I have several things that I want to share with you. First, I want to share with you this little, okay, you can see that good. So that's the Schumann Resonance on the 25th. And you can see on the 25th, 2 days ago, there was a period of blackout. Okay, and I don't know if that was the 60-day block or what that, oh yeah, see right here. I don't know if I can bring it bigger, but there's like a point of contact where it gets really bright, okay? Bright light. And then you can see that little glitch. And that glitch, you can see this line down here. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but you can see the little line down here. It's not the black one in the middle of the screen, but it's a little bit more to your right. And there's like a glitch where it gets bright, and then it cuts off. And then all of a sudden it turns on again, and it's this little orange spot. The brightest light is where the frequency hits the hardest and where the frequency spikes, and that is what oftentimes makes you tired or exhausted. So there is a spike there. Now let me read to you the details from this lady. She is on she's on Facebook, okay? And her name is Ella LeBain. I'm just going to save you that picture up here as I read this. Blackout on the Schumann Resonance today. And this was either the 24th or the 25th. 60 plus hours blackout. The recent solar storms apparently caused Earth's instruments to go offline, resulting in a blackout of data. Okay, so this doesn't mean that the Earth's Schumann resonance stopped. It means that we, as a society, as a people, could not read the data. Earth's rare cosmic event warning. Earth is entering in one of the rarest convergences in modern history. Within 8 hours of a massive solar eruption, which happened earlier before this, a magnitude 8, reported as 7.5, an earthquake struck near Antarctica's Drake Passage. Okay, so before I talk about the Atlas comet, here, the Earth's solar flares actually started before this Schumann resonance spike. So the solar flares happened, then the Schumann resonance spiked, and then there was a massive 7.5 earthquake in Antarctica. Meanwhile, while all of this is happening, okay, on the cosmic level, meanwhile, the interstellar object 3I Atlas, so that's the, go ahead and check out my videos in the past about this comet or this meteor that's coming toward Earth, and it's actually bringing in some sort of light codes. When we looked at it with the cards, it's bringing in a spiritual cosmic beings who are bringing in light codes of our human bodies. So this is like DNA upgrades, okay? But it's like the Merkabahs of our light bodies. So 31 Atlas is moving into range. It's only 3 of its kind. One started in 2019, Yeah, right during COVID. Another one started in 2022, 2023. And this is the third one. There was one eye atlas, two eye atlas, and three eye atlas. And the eye represents interstellar. Interstellar. It's an interstellar object. They have never seen these kind of objects before until 2019. Okay. And they're called comets or objects because we really haven't studied them since before this time. So it's the third one ever detected. And at the same time, this comet is coming into Earth's realm. We also have the rare planetary alignments of Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus taking shape. This isn't a coincidence. This isn't a coincidence. Excuse me, I lost it. I got to pull it up. It's a chain reaction between the sun, the earth, and the forces beyond. The risks could ripple through every system we depend on. From powerful earthquakes and volcanic unrest to geomagnetic storms that could knock out power grids, satellites, and communications, billions are at risk of being affected. And that is from Ella LeBlanc here. And I'd like to add, not only is the Earth at risk of the solar flares, the Schumann resonance, and this interstellar object, not only is the Earth at risk of a lot of geomagnetic changes, but humanity is also susceptible to facing our own changes, our own personal upgrades, our own challenges, our own darkness, our own life purpose. What am I supposed to do with my life? That kind of vibration as well. All right, now I want to share with you one more live here. Okay, this is from my friend Sarah. You are what's changing others. And she sent me this video from a girl in the universe who follows the Schumann resonance. And she shared the solar frequency weather map right here. Unfortunately, I do not understand it. But I will read what she says because it's very powerful. You want it? You've got it in our solar weather. The sun is popping with energies and really excited to share with us. We even have a 10% chance of X-class solar flares today. So this was the 26th, yesterday. She talks about seeing 111 because that's been happening a lot lately. I say anything is possible because this time is so unique. A huge portion of the population is awake and aware like never before. We literally think of something and it manifests. We are mindful. We are being mindful of where we place our thoughts, not wanting to bring anything negative into our lives. What's so amazing is that your vibration rises and you let go of the 3D fears and the division. You also begin to let go of your concerns and worries. Now, let me go ahead and share all this now. Okay, that's where we are now. Observer mode, where we work from a place above, holding space for those in movement around you, honoring their pathway and their walk while sending them love. You understand that we each have our own path to master, but how we arrive at the moment is different for each of us. Question: do you wonder why I ask you to send your light far out and wide each day? It's because your vibration is the ceiling for some beings. Meaning, our star nations set the foundational vibrational levels, and each day they keep us at a precise vibrational level, one that lets us rise a little bit higher each and every day. Then you send out your energy, and the beings around you aspire to ascend, rising higher and try to expand to the highest vibration that they can. That's where your light comes in. They can feel it above them, and they expand their energy to reach yours. Your vibrational level is their goal. Your vibration is rising daily as well. You do the same thing with a being near you that's higher than you are. This continues around us as we all rise higher and higher in vibration. So as you're working with your spiritual practice today, send your light out far and wide at your highest level. This not only helps you, but all are ascending. First we expand and then we arise. It's going to be another big energy day. That's what we are and that's what we do. Remember to let go of anything that's not serving you at this time. It's time to release your old ways and move into your light. It's a beautiful day to be you. Eyes to the skies, dear one. The stories of all of us are found above, written in the stars. Much love and light, S.A. Smith. Wow. So what I noticed here is that she says our vibration as a light worker is setting a ceiling for those underneath us. And we have oftentimes been the ones struggling, trying to get anywhere with the world, okay? But now the matrix has shifted and the universe is supporting those of light. And we are reaching up to, let me show it here, we are reaching up to our stars. So the star planets are up here and we are ascending up to them. But those that are still ascending and maybe not as good at this, or maybe not as chosen to be like this, they are actually trying to meet our ceiling. And that's the great frequency shift that we are facing today. We're facing the frequency shift where we are setting the authority in our own reality, where we create our reality and everyone around us says, wait a minute, what are you doing? How can I reach what you're doing? It's powerful and it's a beautiful responsibility. So if during the last or at the beginning of this week you were feeling tired, you couldn't sleep, you had some ascension symptoms, it could have been from the solar flares and the Schumann resonance. Okay, let's get to some questions. Spirit, what is this upgrade in frequency affecting? Okay, how is this frequency going to be affecting the normie? So think of those who are not awake and aware. Think of those who might be struggling on a lower level. They might be struggling with addiction. They might be struggling with negativity, limiting beliefs, social matrices. How is the normal person struggling? Or how will the frequency affect them in the next week? So we have the Two of Swords that came up, and we have the Six of Cups, which this is not able to see because they are super confused. Okay, and then I'm doing a full pull. So this is about the normies. They are super confused because they can't see what's going on. All right, here's the Two of Swords. She's trapped between two kinds of information. She can't see ahead of her. And here she doesn't know which one to choose. She's slightly confused. So the normies are going through a tremendous time emotionally as well as mentally. They're having a difficulty seeing ahead. Many of them are unsure about the world events. Many of them are challenged with their own darkness and they don't know how to get over it. They don't know how to face their darkness, transmute it. They don't know how to take the next step. They don't know what's the next step for them in order to improve their life. The full reading comes in with the Justice card. That is because of their karma. They have a lot of karma that they have to face and transmute. And right now it's put them into a place where they can't see. They can't see ahead of them. In the center of the reading is the Magician card. Things are changing so fast. And there's just a fast car that took off here. The energy is going so fast because it's turned into the hands of the light worker. The light worker is now more powerful. We are manifestors. We are manifesting a new reality. And it's almost like I see the normie hyperventilating because things are going so fast. They don't have the consciousness or the mental capacity to keep up. That's what they're facing. How will these frequencies affect them? It's going to bring the truth, Queen of Swords, into their their front facing vision. They're going to have to face their truth head on, and they're going to be given an opportunity to break a cycle. That's what this eclipse season is doing in the next week and then in the next month. The normie will be given an opportunity to break their subconscious negative cycles. And many of you will probably have the opportunity to help them break that. And that's why Spirit said, last call, because you might be the last person in this timeline right now that they can work with. Doesn't mean later on down the road they won't receive help, but it might not be with you or in the exact way of support that they could receive right now. They're going to be looking for teachers.
Alert from updates available.
They're going to be looking for teachers, guides, and gurus like never before. I'm hearing the words, help me, help me, help me. Can somebody please help me? That's what these frequencies are doing to the person who's not awake and aware or spiritually mature. These are the people who have been stuck for a very long time, and they will be ready after this eclipse season to receive your help. So don't give up on them. The universe is giving us a massive opportunity just to set that ceiling of vibration so that the normie or our family members can come up and be part of that. Good news. Okay, now I want to go ahead and pull cards on the person of light, who I call the light worker. Is this great frequency shift with all the solar flares, the Schumann Resonance, blackouts, glitches, and we'll look at that here in a moment. Oh, we got the card of the star, the most spiritual card in the deck, the light worker, the star seed. And we have King of Cups coming into emotional balance, soul fulfillment, emotional balance. Definitely feeling life purpose. The life purpose of the light worker or the person of light is going to come in for them like you haven't seen it come in. If you're thinking about reaching into a higher fulfillment, starting another job, up-leveling careers, accessing another type of income level, anything that's going to take you in the 3D world to something that's going to leave you more fulfilled and more able for you to be your true starseed self. And it can be something physical, could be something emotional, could be something spiritual, doesn't matter. Anything that's going to give you a sense of purpose and enjoyment, that is where you're being supported. Your starseed families, your people are starting to support you. You are reaching a place where you can breathe a sigh of relief, let go of the distractions, and say, now I am going to focus. And I heard one person, my coach that I started this week, I got a life coach to help me with my business. He said to me a very profound statement. He said, focus is not about working harder. He said, focus is about eliminating distractions. And he had me list some of my goals. And then he said, okay, what do I need to stop doing? And what do I need to start doing? And he said, most of the time, focus is simply taking out those things in our life that have been distracting us, pulling our minds, those toxic people that we think about and get angry about, those situations where we come out of and we just feel drained. We feel like we need to take a nap because we just went to this event or we just met with this person. And you just eliminate the distraction. Any kind of media, TV, news, anything that makes you frustrated or angry, any kind of draining situation. It's eliminating that so that you can focus on what you love. So your life purpose and your passions are coming in, your ability to focus on what you love. is coming in. Let's see what else is coming in for the being of light. The Moon card. Okay, the subconscious. The Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity, and the Four of Cups, something you don't see coming. Okay, the Four of Cups with this new opportunity in the Moon card. This is saying something's coming that we don't see coming. This is a card of secrecy. This is a card of secrecy. And this is a card of something coming. So we need to ask Spirit. Let me change decks here. Spirit, what is this coming for the light worker that we don't see coming? I'm actually getting that it's coming in the next few days. It's coming. I'm definitely seeing the next week. What is this that's coming for the light worker that we're not aware of? Thank you, Spirit. A tower. Something might be hitting the earth realm. Okay, this might be a shock to society. The Queen of Cups. Page of Pentacles. This is definitely hitting in the realm of system. I just heard the word system failure. And this would be related to something either financial or resource related. Let's get further clarity. There's a shock coming to a system. Okay. We have a yes card. This could definitely be digital. We have a stab in the back card coming in. So that's a failure. And then we have the Four of Cups again, which we had in the other deck, Four of Cups, saying we don't see it coming, but it's coming from an outside source. So I believe there's a digital or media failure, blackout, glitch. Spirit's letting me know there is something coming in that we light workers will understand. We will be okay. We'll ride the storm. Yeah, we're going to be helping other people through this. It's going to be a time of having to finagle. And then we're also getting leadership here. So I don't want to make this into a political reading or a social economic reading. However, there is a possibility that there might be some system failures in the next week. And I am getting a message just to make sure you have a little bit extra of cash, food, water, just a little bit, just a few canned goods, just a few extra, make sure your refrigerator is full. Make sure that you have, an extra 60 to 80 bucks in your pocket. Something just to keep you in case maybe that day, I don't know. I'm getting something with media, and then I'm getting with an attack on media, digital, possibly even a system of some sort. You might not be able to use your debit card for 2 hours. This could also be an EBS, an emergency broadcast system, where it asks you to stay, look out. There's a weather warning or other information coming on. I don't want to share it. Join me on my membership if you want to know more information of that variety. So we're going to stay right there. Okay, but we, the light workers, will be holding a vibration for the rest of humanity. Always stay calm, stay peaceful, no matter what happens. I don't get that it's going to be long. It's going to be temporary. It might give the normal person, a little bit of a hiccup, a hypervent. What's happening? It's going to be moments of confusion, chaos, but you're going to stand strong. You're going to stand strong. Yeah, I don't think they're going to fully know what happens. It's definitely going to be a hindrance of some sort. Richard says the solar flash would hurt the electronics, would it not? That's what many intuitives say could happen. Of course, we've never been to massive solar electronics, but it is something that has allegedly been able to affect electronics. And there's also in this reading the possibility of cyber, WAR, or cyber attacks. But Spirit's letting you know, we light worker will know everything's going to be okay, and we're going to hold a vibration, and it's going to be temporary. getting a secret mission, and I'm also getting something about a more high vibrational society. So I think that whatever happens is going to up level the systems of this world, or up level the intuitional gifts of humanity. Whether it comes in from the higher beings of light, or whether it comes in through a mix smash of world events, is going to be used by our higher selves to integrate our gifts, upgrade our DNA, awaken humanity, and just become more intuitional, become more on point. Ascension. It will all serve to help ascension. Okay. I was not expecting that. We will see what happens. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Spirit, why did the blackout glitch for 60 hours? Why could the public not see the Schumann resonance? Why did it black out 2 or 3 days ago? Can you give us any information for our best and highest good? Now, the scientists could see it, but it wasn't going to the public broadcast systems. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm getting there's 2 systems to record the Schumann resonance. One is a lot more protected than the other. We're getting 2 protection cards and the card of 2 systems, or 2 avenues, okay? We have the death and transformation card, death and rebirth. Something died and needed to be rebooted. And then we have the 2 of wands. There's a plan. There was a plan. This could very well have been planned. This was a reboot. What was this, Spirit? A balancing. Something was in the system that was not accurate. I heard the words too intense. And then we also have the legal aspect. No, this is justice. We have balancing. We've got 3 cards of balancing, 1 card of intense pressure, and glitching and confusion. Let me see if I can see this justice card. Ordinarily, the reading, I would say it either was malfunctioning and they needed to take our public side offline because it was too much for the system to handle. The frequencies was too much for our public system and they had to take it offline and reboot it. But this justice card is making me think that there might have been some legal reasons as well. What can you tell me, Spirit? King of Pentacles. It was a hierarchy, a leader in the leader, a head scientist. Okay, a head scientist. It was the end of a cycle and a block. I think there was an infiltrator in the scientist's side of things. I think there was an infiltrator, someone who actually tried to sabotage or was causing a little bit of chaos in the group of scientists who have been running the Schumann resonance. And it appears like somebody possibly tried to throw a wrench in the wheel. I'm actually getting they just didn't jive with the rest of the company. And so they were possibly removed or blocked from having access to that. There was some sort of intercompany squabble that was affecting this as well. So they took it down, rebooted it, they did routine maintenance, and they set it back up again. So it's a twofold thing, but I'm not getting any sabotage. I'm not getting any deep state. I'm not getting any malfunction. I think the energies of the Schumann resonance was just taxing the system, and they rebooted it. And they also had to do a cleanse of people that might have been not in alignment with where the company of scientists wanted to go. And it was just a good opportunity to reset passwords, to possibly let someone go, redo this, get a better system into place. This could even be a system attached to the quantum system, something that's just in a better place than it is now, than it was then. Yeah, the block card and the glitches, and they needed to rebalance it. Okay. So, how do we hit our highest frequency? And we're going to end with this question, unless you all have some questions that you want to add in here. We're going to end with the question, how do we hit our highest frequency and reach our life purpose in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever Spirit wants to give us? Do we need to focus on our physical health? Do we need to focus on hydration and good nutrition and rest and meditation? Or the physical side? Meditation would be a spiritual dynamic. Do we need to focus on emotional health, self-love, self-care, breaking off negative, toxic people, doing things that bring us joy, raising our emotional well-being? Do we need to do spiritual practices, listen to high-frequency music, do meditation, ground, deep breathing, yoga, all those kinds of things? Spirit, what can you tell us about how to reach our highest frequency through this next great frequency shift, through the solar eclipses, the lunar eclipse, whatever worldwide glitch might go on? What can you tell us, Spirit? Okay. So the first card that flipped out was protection. Protect your physical energy. Protect yourself from being physically drained, from reaching a point of exhaustion. I'm hearing the words from Spirit, don't let yourself be fully exhausted. Don't let yourself ever reach a place where you are so exhausted that your defenses are down, that you are so exhausted that your health is down, your immunity gets compromised. Make sure you get enough sleep. Protect your physical health. But I'm really seeing the exhaustion. The exhaustion during the eclipse season is where we don't want to go. We don't want to go into exhaustion. We can be tired, but we don't want to be so exhausted that our emotions and our mindset, our physical health is compromised. One question. One answer. Now I'm getting another one. And this came out in a set of 4 cards. And I'm seeing a very clear message. Okay? The first card is the 2 of Cups. Your friends, your soulmates, your relationships. Next to that comes with karma, getting things right. It's time to seal the deal with your karmic relationships. Say the words that need to say. It's time to end the karmic contracts. And it's time here to have the sit downs, the discussion, and to begin working on things in relationship. So this is all one thing, all relational. And it's time, and with this card, I hear the words, it's okay to be by yourself. So the message coming in here, 4 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Justice, and 3 of Pentacles is, during these next 2 weeks, we have to make sure that all of our friends, our relationships, our interactions with others stays balanced and on a level scale. However, there will be opportunities for us to break contracts, to set boundaries, to develop new ways of approaching people, new ways of interaction. It will be time to work on relationships if they are in chaos or if they need work. But it is okay during this time to also be by yourself. So if you need to take time off, if you need to say no to certain gatherings, if you need to set the boundaries with some people, now's the time and you will be supported. So between protecting ourselves from exhaustion, staying hydrated, staying nutritionally fed, staying, keeping our immunity up, getting proper sleep, protecting our health and our energy, and making sure that we're not reacting and succumbing to toxic influences in our relationships. So it's basically protecting our energy field. It is an opportunity, though, to rewrite contracts with people. If you are struggling with someone, it will be much easier to set boundaries in the next few weeks. It'll be much easier to say, let's work on this together. I do believe we will be supported to ending some sort of karma with karmic relationships. So I just wish you all the best in that area. Hello, Justin. Good to see you tonight. Marie says feeling super sleepy right now, nodding off. Yes, I do feel that with all the frequency shifts we've been having, that the extra sleep is important. And it's been difficult for me because I want to wake up earlier and I want to work on my projects. But then my body's like, you just need to sleep. So I totally get that. Oh my goodness. Thank you everyone for joining me today. We are in for some amazing times. The key takeaway for this reading that I want to leave you with is you are setting the tone for other people to follow. You are setting the vibration, your love, your joy, your peace, even your ability to look a conflict in the face and say, this is the way it's going to be, and setting boundaries. Whatever it is, you are the one that's leading the vibration. So walk in your authority. Determine the path you want to walk. Because deep down inside, people want to be like you. People want what you have. And if they don't want it right now, they will want it by the end of this coming next month. Yes, Calamity Jane says we need to avoid forcing decisions and taking impulsive major actions. I agree with you. And I think that's coming too with the Four of Cups. Like, it's okay to slow down. It's okay to calm down. It's okay to be by yourself. You can set the boundary, but then it's okay to walk away. And I fully agree with you in that. Because we are the leading vibration, we won't have to force anything. We can set the intention and follow the flow of the universe. I agree. I fully agree with you, and I'm glad you brought that up. We will set the vibration and we will be supported. And if we say, this is the path I want to go, and nothing works, we feel like we're forcing, we feel like we're taking impulsive, I got to do this quickly, hurry, that's probably a sign that we're not leading things right. We're not in our flow state of being the leader. We're instead being, well, you kind of say the bull in a china cabinet. I used to be like that a lot. The bull in the china cabinet. Go. I've got to work this out. I've got to be up. I got to do this. And Spirit had to show me the harmony of life. So I'm glad you brought that up. Blessings to all. Wonderful. Thank you, everyone. I want to thank every one of you for purchasing readings this week or sending me your emails and your notes. I appreciate that. If you are interested in joining my email list, go ahead to violetflame.net. You can go all the way down on the page and sign up for my newsletter, or you can join my membership. And the membership is having on August 31st, that's Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, we're doing a 1-hour workshop on Rumble and Zoom. So you can choose if you, I'll share the link with you, but join and become a member and you will be able to get this workshop, this webinar for free. However, if you would like to just purchase the webinar without doing the membership, you can find it on the website. The website, www.violetflame.net. I am looking forward to this. I'm creating a PowerPoint. We're going to be looking at what is a word curse? How do we carry this word curse into our current life? How do we break them? How do we know we're cursed? What is a subconscious block or a stuck energy? And how is it affecting our DNA or the DNA of our loved ones? Okay. So some of you will be coming to this. Many of you have already cleared your subconscious patterns, but the things you can learn here will help you teach others when they feel like they might have a curse or a block on their DNA. That's all a curse is. It's a subconscious block. So if you want to learn about teaching it to others, join my membership, $9 a month, or sign up for the link on the website, $32 for a one-time fee, and I will see you there this coming Sunday. And join up to at least one of my email lists. To those of you that are on my email list, my membership, I do apologize. I think you do get 2 emails at a time. I send out emails on Wednesday morning and Sunday morning to let people know when I'm going to be live and what I'm going to be talking about. Sometimes I do a blog on Friday mornings and share something about ascension. So thank you for joining me today, everyone. I appreciate it. I love you all. Together in light we rise. Marie says, can't wait for Sunday. It's going to be epic. I'll send you all the links in an email Sunday morning. Thank you, Calamity Jane, Richard, for being here. I appreciate it. Until next time, stay strong. Together in light we rise.